Greetings everybody, welcome back to Motivational Montage, and if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. Yeah, I promised I'd keep these videos going. I promised I'd keep the views looking nice. That, by the way, is the Tennessee River. I'm on the bank of it, and so I'm kind of like, well, not flat, but hey, at least I'm here and you got a nice view. And just ignore this branch over here. This is actually a dead tree that's leaned over. I couldn't find a better spot, but that's okay. I promised you that I'd keep doing the best I could, even if it was cold. I mean, it's cold. And it's February, but it's cold. And my blog is from December, way back 2023. And, well, I promised a lot of things to you guys, but it's going against the title. Let me read the title, and then I'll explain what I'm talking about. I kept a New Year's resolution for 8 years now. Well, it's been about 10, maybe 11. Too bad I don't keep others. Greetings. A new year is soon to be here, and every year I, like so many others, have made resolutions. I said I wouldn't eat as much or as often. I said I would slow down on some things, speed up and do more with others. But did you know that we aren't really supposed to make promises like that? In Ecclesiastes 5, it's a proper warning about making promises you can't keep. I would even say it goes so far as to say, I don't make promises you don't intend to keep. Pretty interesting. Can't keep them, don't intend to keep them, don't make them. Interesting. Every day that goes by, I seem to make a promise of some kind. I'll do this, I'll clean that, I'll go there. Most of the time, it's not a grand effort to keep them. Simple and easy. Others tend to be a bit tedious or even long and hard, and I do make an effort to complete them. But those, and a few of the easy ones, tend to be unfinished, if they ever got started at all. Partly due to memory issues and partly from the human nature, with the occasional reality situation getting in the way sometimes. I have good excuses, right? I don't think God wants excuses. I believe He wants effort. Best thing I could think of is not making promises. But that's kind of hard in our society, isn't it? Bottom line. Yeah, y'all love it when I go there. Bottom line. He's almost done. Yeah. All right, bottom line. The one New Year's resolution I've made, I've been able to keep every single year. In fact, I keep it most of the time throughout the entire year. There are times I go against it, but just as I stated, in our society, one must sometimes make promises like that. What did I resolve to do, and I haven't done in all these years? I made the New Year's resolution that I wouldn't make any more New Year's resolutions. Ha! God bless you. That's how I end the blog. Yeah, promises. Well, first and foremost, we know that God Himself never breaks a promise. In fact, every single promise He's ever made, He's kept. And if you're thinking about the promise He's made and He hasn't kept, well, maybe He hasn't gotten to that point yet. Or maybe it's not time yet. Or maybe it's a promise that didn't come from Him and somebody said it came from Him. Or something else. That's all I'm going to say on that particular part of why a promise wouldn't happen. But God's promises that He's made that haven't come through yet, He's not ready yet. Or it's not time yet. That's all there is to it. Case in point, I'm doing God's work in His kingdom here on earth best I can with what I got. One promise I'm waiting on. I'm going to keep looking up because sooner or later those trumpets are going to blow. I don't hear them yet, but that promise is right here, and I know it's right here. There's other promises too. He promised He would never leave me or forsake me. Well, He hasn't done that. Every single step of the way, He's been there. And if you've ever heard of the Footprints in the Sand poem, It talks about 2 sets of footprints. You look and there's Jesus right there next to you. But when you turn and look and there's only 1 set of footprints, there's no Jesus there. Where'd you go, Jesus? I didn't go anywhere. When you see 2 sets of footprints, I was walking beside you. When you only see 1, I was carrying you. See, he's keeping his promise. Now, I can expect him to keep that promise in the next few seconds, in the next few minutes, in the next few hours, in the next few days, etc., etc., etc. Why? He who started a good work is faithful and just to complete it. That's another promise. They tie together a little bit because he's walking with me and he's going to carry me when I can't walk that particular walk. So, what about me? All these promises, I promised somebody I'd take them to the store. I promised somebody I'd buy them a gift. I promised somebody else that I'd make a joke or 2 in my videos every now and then. I promise. Yes, this is society. We are to do that. But if I make a promise such as I'm going to make a joke in every video, that's a bad promise. Some videos are so serious, I can't really seriously make a joke. Of course, I could probably figure out a way to do it, but it would be disrespectful perhaps to that particular blog, or to that particular video, or maybe that particular scene. I don't want to be disrespectful to God. So I'm not going to make any promises I can't keep, or I won't keep. So if I promise that I'm going to make a video, I'm going to make videos, even if it's cold. I should have actually wore gloves, I'll be honest. It's a little bit chilly. It's in the 40s, I think, but it's going to get colder in the next few days, so the cold is coming in. He promised, I'm going to promise when I know I can, when I know I need to. But I'm not going to promise if I know I can't, or I'm pretty sure I know I won't. God's promises, well, his word doesn't come back void. It's kind of like a yo-yo. It goes out of your hand, up, down to the end of the string, and right back up again. Almost always, in our case, because we're human, we're faulty. That's what happens with our promises. It doesn't always come back. His promises never fail. I mean, if we were to compare his promises to a yo-yo, his string is perfect. His yo-yo is well balanced, and his timing is just right. Okay? Here's a promise I'm going to make that'll never be broken. I love you and you can't do anything about it. The camera's moving because it's a little windy. I told you. Cold is moving in. Stay blessed, safe, healthy, and frosty. Until next time we get together, keep looking up.